Kayak's a meta search company. For those of you that don't know exactly what we do, our tagline is we search hundreds of websites so you don't have to, or search one and done. So we go out, we get a bunch of information on travel, whether it's hotel, flight, rental car, bring it back into one place, let you find what you're looking for, and then buy it. Which goes to the main point I'm supposed to talk about is how technology advances enable travel companies to get closer to the consumer and ultimately improve and personalize their experience. My add-on to that is then sell them more shit, because that's what I want to do. I want to sell more stuff. So of that, there's three things I think that we're really focused on that are kind of the technology trends that are coming. And it's consistent with what I talked about. It's the first one we've been doing since we started the company, and that's how do we help people find what they're looking for. And then the next one is we want to make it really easy for them to buy it. And then the third part is we want to make sure that they can do it wherever they are, whenever they want to do it. And luckily, those coincide with the three talking points I have. So the first one was providing choice through advanced meta search. I'm not quite sure what advanced meta search is, but it's a little bit of an extension of what we're doing. So meta search is kind of tough because you want to do three things really. It needs to be personal to be effective. And then the other thing that's starting to pop up is something called semantic search, which basically means you can just search for kind of anything. You can search for sandy beach, you can search for a smoky casino, and get the information there you want. And then the last thing is kind of good old UI innovation, which is really what Kayak was built on. And the personalization is one that pops up all the time, and personalization is really hard. We've been talking about it for 9 years, and we still haven't done it right. Because the problem is, you could start out creating something that's everything for everybody, which creates mass confusion, but you want to try to create everything for somebody. So I want to create everything for just you. The problem is when you're searching for yourself, it may be different than you're searching for business and when you're searching for your family. So the only way we're going to be able to do that is you need to be able to know your user better, which creates more problems on problems, is that I don't require you to register. Lots of sites don't require you to register. Cookies get updated. So somehow I've got to figure out, based on what you're searching for at that moment, what you're really looking for. But if I make too many inferences about it, I'm going to lose you because I'm showing you stuff you don't want. So that's the first problem. And technology is getting better there, but we're really not there. The semantic search, that's a little bit easier because it's some easy stuff to do, but the problem is, again, I want to make money. I don't want to be too high up in the funnel when you're dreaming about things. I want to be more down to the bottom when you're buying. So how do I get you from the dreaming down to the buying? And again, it gets back to showing you what you really want. And then the last part's the UI, and that's where it all comes together. I think that we really innovated on the sorting and filtering at Kayak. The problem is most people don't really use it. And I don't think it's because we show everybody what they're looking for when they get there. I think it's a little complex, it's a little advanced, people don't know how to do it. So if you put that all together, you get the UI innovation, you personalize it, and you have the right information there. Great, now I've showed you what you wanted to buy. Which gets to my next point, which is reducing the transaction friction, i.e. making it easy for you to buy something when you found it. Good meta search makes this problem so much worse, because part of what I do is I go out and I search lots of different websites, find what you're looking for, you say you found it, then I send you off to that website to buy it. It's an awful experience. Not that guys like Expedia don't have a great website, but when you go from Kayak to Expedia, it's a jarring experience. So the change you're seeing, and it's not just us, is we're starting to get it so you don't have to leave the website. So we're trying to make it so you can actually perform that transaction within the same environment. So you're getting rid of some of that friction. Also, part of the friction is all the information you need. The information gets in there too. We could talk about taxes and fees all day long. Everybody would fall asleep, but it's one of the most frustrating things. And it's so much worse in Europe even, particularly when it comes to flights. So I need to show you the exact information you want. You say, I want to buy it, I got to get out of the way. Push a button, buy it. And that requires a lot of technology. It's not the sexy stuff, it's behind the scene. You're seeing a lot more booking APIs. A lot of them are being developed. We're doing more of it in the US. You're starting to see it in Europe. Surprisingly, there's more on hotels than in flights, but it's getting there, and you're going to see more and more of that. So that's the third part. I've shown you what you want. I've made it easy for you to buy. Now you got to be able to do it anywhere all the time, and that gets to mobile. And the problem is the first two problems, showing you what you want and making it easy to buy, are even worse on mobile. You've got smaller screen, so I can't put as many ads on there. I want to make money that way. And I also can't show you as much information, so it's harder for you to find what you want. And then when you do find what you want, going from an app to if you're lucky, a mobile website, but going to a non-mobile website, forget it. It's awful. People don't want to buy that way. It's impossible. So the key, again, is to take the second part, make it so it's an in-app experience, you can buy it, but it's also about making sure that the experience is consistent across platforms. I find something I want to buy on my phone, great, I can go to my computer and buy it there because I knew it. It's the same experience back and forth, but there's also different travel occasions. I land in London today, my hotel, my flight got canceled, say. I want to be able to get a hotel right then and there. I need to be able to do that on my phone. And it's also the after purchase experience. So that's where things like TripIt and Kayak trips come in. So now I can keep track of stuff. I know my flight's coming up in a day, I can check in. I know I've checked in, I want to fly in my hotel, I can get the information there. So if I can do that, then it all starts to get easier. But the reality, so those are my 3 things. I think I hit my 3 points. The reality with all of this, though, is it's nothing new. So while technology is making it easier, showing people what they want and making it easier to buy, it's what retailers have been doing for hundreds of years. We're just trying to use technology to make it a little bit simpler.